Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I'm a clinical mental health counseling student at Capella University. On my channel, I make videos about being in grad school, studying clinical mental health counseling, and just some random mental health topics. So today I'm going through some NCE practice questions that I found on Quizlet and just random places online. Obviously, free resources like this and other stuff online is great, but if you are really serious about it, here are some exam prep programs that I would recommend. Developmental career theorists view career choice as A, stable, B, fixed, C, ongoing, or D, optimistic. And the correct answer is C, ongoing. Which is not one of the original 3 stages of career development identified by Ginsberg and his associates? A, exploratory, B, fantasy, C, tentative, or D, realistic? And the answer is A, exploratory. A client is 35. She is married, has 2 kids, and is working on a big promotion at work. She is focused entirely on her family and career. Which of Erikson's stages of psychosocial development is she in? A, intimacy versus isolation. B, generativity versus stagnation. C, integrity versus despair. Or D, industry versus inferiority. And the answer is B, generativity versus stagnation. Which is not an example of a computer-assisted career guidance system? CACGS. A, SIGI Plus, B, Choices, C, Indeed, or D, Discover? And the answer is C, Indeed. Which theorist believes a person's personality needs to be congruent with their work environment? A, Holland, B, Parsons, C, Freud, or D, Marino? And the answer is A, Holland. You have just launched a successful therapy group and want to promote it to engage new clients so they too can benefit. You have asked your current therapy clients to offer an anonymous testimonial telling others how useful it has been. From an ethical standpoint, this is A, prohibited under any circumstances. B, allowed since it is a successful group that would benefit future clients that may join. C, allowed only if they sign a voluntary testimonial release. D, prohibited unless they sign a voluntary testimonial release, use a pseudonym, and do not provide a photo. And the answer is A, prohibited under any circumstances. It is blank to administer a test to a client from a certain population when the test has not been normed to that population. A, appropriate. B, unethical. C, illegal. Or D, unfair. And the answer is B, unethical. Which instrument could be used to tell a clinician how clients see themselves in school and job settings? A, the Tennessee Self-Concept Scale. B, the Dyadic Adjustment Scale. C, Expressive Vocabulary Test. D, the Rorschach Ink Blot Test. And the answer is A, the Tennessee Self-Concept Scale. In existential therapy, what do Umwelt, Mitwelt, and Eigenwelt mean respectively? A, identity of self, physical system, relationships. B, physical system, relationships, identity of self. C, relationships, identity of self, and physical system. Or D, identity of self, relationships, physical system. And the answer is B, physical system, relationships, identity of self. Which of the following is not true about purposeful sampling? A, it may be comprehensive with every case or instance being selected. B, the researchers intend to generalize their findings to the population. C, the researchers may select examples of only the most extreme cases. Or D, the researchers may select examples of only the most typical cases. And the answer is B, the researchers intend to generalize their findings to the population. Which of the following statements is true when considering cultural and familial influences on self-esteem? A, Chinese and Japanese children have higher self-esteem than North American children, mainly because their cultures have higher academic standards for achievement. B, boys tend to have lower self-esteem than girls. C, African American children tend to have lower self-esteem than Caucasian children. Or D, an authoritative parenting style usually allows children to have especially high self-esteem. And the answer is C, African American children tend to have lower self-esteem than Caucasian children. The role of the therapist in strategic family therapy is all of the following except A, find the myth that keeps a behavior going. B, understand levels of communication. C, focus on levels of organization. Or D, overcome feelings of inferiority. And the answer is D, overcome feelings of inferiority. Which of the following screening tools for alcohol abuse include questions about socioeconomic status and psychological needs, as well as the use of addictive substances? A, the CAGE alcohol abuse tool. B, alcohol use disorders identification test, the modified version also known as the Audit C. C, the Addiction Severity Index, ASI. Or D, Alcohol Use Disorders Identification Test, the original Audit. And the answer is C, the Addiction Severity Index. The Code of Ethics is A, legal and binding. B, a hard and fast set of rules. C, a set of standards of best practice. Or D, all of the above. And the answer is C, a set of standards of best practice. When working with a client who suffers from depression, a cognitive behavioral therapist would focus on A, exploring how relationships may be exacerbating the client's depression. B, changing the client's negative styles of thinking and behaving. C, helping the client to obtain more satisfaction and rewards through the client's own actions. Or D, resolving the client's conflicted feelings about the depression. The answer is B, changing the client's negative styles of thinking and behaving. Ethical dilemmas often center on issues related to A, dual relationships, B, confidentiality, C, credentials of test administrators, or D, licensure. The answer is B. Confidentiality. The only test a counselor is using with her client has a reliability of 0.60, so she should A. Feel confident that the results are accurate. B. Consider the results to be questionable but still acceptable. C. Disregard the results of the test as the reliability is too low. D. Realize that the reliability is low, but still consider the test to be acceptable. And the answer is C. Disregard the results of the test as the reliability is too low. In rater bias, a supervisor who rates an employee negatively overall simply because of one very negative attribute is using what type of bias? A. Halo. B. Severity. C. Horns. D. Recency. And the answer is C. Horns. When counseling a client who is self-identified as a lesbian and whom the counselor believes is marginalized, which of the following should be the first step? A. Outline the ways in which the client may be marginalized. B. Determine if the client feels marginalized. C. Guide the client to becoming more aware of being marginalized. D. Explore how marginalization has affected the client's life. And the answer is B. Determine if the client feels marginalized. If a group has co-leaders, which of the following is true? A. Both co-leaders should always have the same amount of group experience. B. It is better if both co-leaders are the same sex, 2 males or 2 females. C. Co-leaders with different theoretical orientations create a better dynamic. Or D. Different reactions from co-leaders can help stimulate group energy and discussion. And the answer is D. Different reactions from co-leaders can help stimulate group energy and discussions. What does multicultural or diversity counseling refer to? A. Counseling that recognizes diversity and approaches beneficial to specific groups. B. Counseling that attempts to minimize cultural aspects of particular groups. C. An approach that all counselors should ethically be aware of. D. Both A and C. And the answer is D. Both A and C. The type of test created by David Wechsler is what type of test? A. IQ. B. Personality. C. Developmental. Or D. Functional. And the answer is A. IQ. Carl Jung believed that teleology must be considered in understanding personality. What does teleology refer to? A. Goals. B. The past. C. The present. Or D. Early childhood development. And the answer is A. Goals. A counselor with several clients is also adjusting to a difficult divorce. The counselor is not sleeping or eating well, is highly distractible, and is generally less in touch with her emotional state. The counselor should A. Continue to see clients as she regularly would. B. Discontinue client contact until she has adjusted to her new life situation. C. Seek psychological help for herself. D. Be alert to her mental status and be able to determine if continuing with her clients poses any threat of being detrimental to the counseling process. And the answer is D. Be alert to her mental status and be able to determine if continuing with her clients poses any threat of being detrimental to the counseling process. Why did R.K. Canine create the group work grid? A. To address psychotic issues among group members. B. To expand practical understanding of group work. C. In hopes of eliminating intergroup resistance issues. D. To clarify working relationships between group members. And the answer is B. To expand practical understanding of group work. As of the 21st century, the number of certified and licensed counselors in the U.S. is close to A. 10,000, B. 50,000, C. 100,000, D. 1 million. And the answer is C. 100,000. Which of these is correct about insurance laws related to counseling? A. In some states, insurance laws now require licensed professionals to be reimbursed for treating certain mental health illnesses. B. Insurance laws in all states now require that licensed counselors be reimbursed for treating certain mental illnesses. C. There is no law in any state of the U.S. requiring insurance companies to reimburse licensed counselors. D. Insurance laws in all states now require insurance companies to reimburse licensed counselors for all mental illnesses. And the answer is A. In some states, insurance laws now require licensed professionals to be reimbursed for treating certain mental health illnesses. Deborah has several chaotic relationships in her life, secondary to her long-standing pattern of alternating depressive and hypomanic episodes that gave rise to discord and unrest. Deborah's symptoms have been present for many years. Her diagnosis is most consistent with A. Cyclothymic disorder, B. Borderline personality disorder, C. Histrionic personality disorder, D. Bipolar I disorder. And the answer is A. Cyclothymic disorder. You have a client who is not doing too well in college and is working full-time at a fast food restaurant. During her day job, she is doing well, and she has just been promoted to assistant manager. Her parents are not thrilled about her choice of jobs and would like to see her finish college. If you subscribe to Ginsberg's career development theory, what stage would you say your client is in? A. Exploration, B. Crystallization, C. Verification, or D. Delineation. And the answer is A. Exploration. When administering a personality inventory, such as the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, what is being measured? A. Client's emotional style and personality. B. Client's perceptual reasoning and working memory. C. Client's potential to learn specific skills. Or D. Client's vocational interest based on personality traits. And the answer is A. Client's emotional style or personality. What is an important and well-established risk factor for depression in older adults? A. Empty nest syndrome, B. Dementia, C. Retirement, or D. Bereavement. The answer is D. Bereavement. Which of the following best describes Rowe's classification schema? A. Two-dimensional classification system, B. Four-dimensional classification system, C. Holland's hexagonal model? Or D, U.S. Department of Education classification system? And the answer is A, two-dimensional classification system. When distance counseling over the internet, counselors should include the following information in their informed consent, except A, emergency procedures when counselor is not available. B, a copy of a certificate enabling the counselor to provide distance counseling. C, alternate method of service delivery when technological problems occur. Or D, an explanation of risks and benefits of distance counseling. And the answer is B, a copy of a certificate enabling the counselor to provide distance counseling. And that's the end of this first set of questions. Comment below, let me know how you did. I am still studying myself. I'm not going to take the NCE for a while, but it is a very big test and very intimidating test. So I wish you the best of luck in studying for this.